Hi everyone, and welcome to our calendar 2018. For those of you that have bought from us before, you know every year we produce a printable desktop calendar. This is 8 inches by 8 inches, so it prints on any standard paper. Very easy to print out, that's why we print it in this size. And we've created the calendar using various kits of ours throughout the years. And here is the cover. This actually was made using our Petals and Parasols collection. And in all of these, I should precursor this, I did use the bundled version. So I've used, when creating them, in case you like this particular page and you think, ooh, I'd like that kit, I did use the bundled version. So you know that I've used all the coordinating packs as well when creating this. But look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? The roses in it, the keys, the very shabby feel to it. I just really loved it, and I love this Petals and Parasols kit. I knew that this would make the perfect cover for this particular calendar. So let's have a look inside at each of the pages here and see how it goes. As you see, I've used a couple of rings. I just bought them at the office supply store, just clipped them together. You could use ribbon in here, you could use all kinds of things, but I chose to go with rings. They just flip easily and everything else. Getting into January, a beautiful wintry month for us here in the Northern Hemisphere. We always love January because of that. We're looking forward to the snow and the change of seasons and everything else. All the cute characters. You'll see that on every page, you have space to write in each of the days. These calendars are wonderful to write in all your birthdays, your anniversaries, all the important dates of the year. So as they come up, there it is. It's already, you don't have to remind yourself that it's Bob's birthday on January 11th or whatever. You've already written that, taken the time to write that in and everything else. The other nice part about it is let's just have a quick peek. Here we go. So the back pages, if you wanted to, you could feed your paper through first and print this as another paper if you wanted, maybe something that coordinated, or use whatever you want. But I like to leave them blank because it's nice to be able to journal on these parts. If you did have it hanging up somewhere, or you just use it as a desktop type calendar and you flip it open, you could have in January, you could write in this area all about the journaling for whatever it is in January. Oh, I got to remember to take the dog to the vet, or this is what happened in January. You could write in things like that if you're a journaling type person. I like leaving these blank, but again, that is just an option. Sorry, just needed to straighten that out. That's just an option and one of the things that we like to do. So that's January. February, the month of love. And again, this is the same kit, Petals and Parasols, that I used on the front. And as you can see, the gorgeous colors. I'm hoping that it shows through in the video to you. This prints out exactly like you see it on your screen. So included when you purchase and download the calendar, you'll see best printing instructions. So it does give you step-by-step how to get the best print from your home printer. But in the event that you're kind of a little more visual than reading and thinking, I'm not quite sure, we do have a video here on our YouTube channel. If you go to the how-to videos section, you'll see that down on the left-hand side. There is a full step-by-step tutorial video on how to get the best print so that your calendar turns out looking exactly like this. The colors are just like you see them on your screen, and that's the way they should be. March is another beautiful month. It's starting to turn for us. We're starting in the Northern Hemisphere. We're starting to enter spring. And I thought, well, let's go to a little floral a little bit with this. Things are starting to bud depending on what part of the area or what part of the country you live in. Obviously on the West Coast, you start seeing that stuff all happening in March and things like that. But a gorgeous kit, lots of little elements added in order to give you a little inspiration for that month. Lots of cute little additional elements in there in order to adorn it, and again, space to write in. April is our bird song collection, is what we used for this, and this was absolutely a fun kit to work with. If you didn't purchase our bird song collection, you really should take a look at this, because the colors in it, the color of that green, that I don't want to call it lime or pistachio, or it's like lime is probably the wrong one, but more of a pistachio-y kind of color. it is spectacular. Like the color of it, the tone of it is absolutely beautiful. And here's the things that you can create. So if you're looking, obviously we've created a calendar with this. There's so many things that you can create using our kits, and we hope you'll take that adventure. May comes into our idyllic collection, where the temperatures have changed. We're starting to get outdoors. We're going to the market garden. All that is starting to take place. So we wanted to represent May well. With the bright colors, it feels like sunshine, doesn't it? It feels like, oh yeah, here's my bike. I'm going outdoors. We've emerged from the winter and away we go. June, a very bold kit, our Enchanting collection. It is a perfect kit to work with for so many reasons. But as you can see with the navy and the whites and this kind of chartreuse color, if you have weddings, all kinds of things that you could do with it. And again, write them in. If you have a wedding to it, June is popular for weddings. I know June, July, August, September. Write in your special dates. But beautiful kit, beautiful month to look at. Really, really stunning. July is our garden party. Obviously, July, even though many of us haven't been in school for many, many, many years, but typically July is a month that there is no school for the kids, and we all feel like holidays and vacation. So why not throw a party? And again, all the things that represent July. Beautiful flowers, balloons if there's a celebration, out in the garden, time well spent, outdoors, all kinds of things. Our August collection is our country roads. So August is that time of harvest. We live in a very agrarian type society here in northern Canada, and that's always been a big thread through a fabric for us, where August is always harvest season, and you pick your vegetables out of the garden, the farmers are harvesting in the fields, all that kind of stuff. And it is a beautiful time of year where you still have those warm nights, you get out, you have the warm days as well, and you get out and enjoy the fresh air because it's going to start turning soon, and you want to get out and enjoy it while you can. September we used our Lady Folk bundle. It feels like a bit of a fallish collection. When you look at it, you can see with the florals, the colors, the tones, everything, your hydrangeas are starting to turn color, all the flowers are starting to turn color. We see that a lot of this tone in our September colors. So we thought it was a very apropos kit in order to use for September. October is a month that we used. There we go, our fine linen collection. This is another gorgeous collection to work with. You can see as the leaves are turning brown, the flowers are starting to fade, but we do still have some fall flowers that are in bloom and things like that. But very pretty kit. You can see with the lace, and look at how that printed out. You can see the lace in behind, like in the shadowing to it, so it gives it some dimension. I hope you like what we've done with October, and also like that kit. That's one really to check out. Our November collection. November is the month of cooking. Whether we're, there is the American Thanksgiving, whether we're baking and preparing things for Christmas, starting to get geared up for that part of the season, because November is usually that transition month. And we thought, what a beautiful time in order to also highlight the preparation that's going to take place. It's also a time when we're indoors. So you eat more things like stew and chowders, and there's a lot more action going on in the kitchen rather than throwing a hot dog on the barbecue for dinner because it's summertime. And lastly is our December. And December, I used our shimmer collection, which was just recently created and recently released to you. So I thought this would be the perfect one in order to highlight this. And you can see with the silvers, the reds, the greens, very traditional Christmas colors, but the sparkle in there. The sparkle is the real magic to that collection. It is very easy to create with. Each of these pages only took me about an hour to create. And that says a lot, considering, again, you hear my voice. This isn't my first thing that I've been doing all my life, is creating. So if I can do this, folks, I'm sure if you like some of these kits that you've seen in this calendar, please go to the store, because there's so many creating opportunities. This calendar is certainly just one thought that we have in order to how to use our kits. So I hope you liked our calendar for 2018, and I hope you'll stop by our store and pick up a copy for yourself. The 2018 calendar will be on sale, obviously, right now, and it will remain on sale right through the year of 2018. So if you do have somebody, whether you're giving Christmas gifts and you thought, oh, this would be great, and maybe you even add in a few photos because in the blank part of the pages, on the backs of the pages, because maybe that's someone's birthday or, whatever you want to highlight. There is a lot of options with this for not only yourself, but great as gift giving as well. Thanks for joining in. I hope you'll give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you'll be made aware every time a new video comes out. And please leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought of the video and our calendar. We always love to hear from you. Thanks again, and I hope you enjoy our 2018 calendar, and I hope 2018 is an enjoyable year for you. See you soon. Bye-bye.